Hey guys, this is Dave from Lakoto, and today we'll be looking at Stage 2 of the Isle of Thunder and what is preceding that. Once you get to your normal area where you would start picking up your quests, you'll see that you only have one quest that you can take, and it's not a daily. It's the Assault on Zeb-Tula. This will open up a new area for you and give you a base on the island with all of your dailies, as well as allowing you to choose between PvE and PvP daily quests. Completing this, you get 25 Valor points as well as about 20 gold and some reputation, 300 reputation with the Sun Reaver Onslaught. It is considered a solo instance, so if you leave, you will have to start all over, or if you log out for more than 10 minutes, you'll have to start all over. This has about I think there's 4 phases to it. You are by yourself. You will have one person with you to help you out. So be weary of that. You can see we're flying over there now, and the other people that were coming with us are getting electrocuted. This is sped up for the sake of time. It took me about a half an hour to finish. I died once, but not horrible. Here you'll see you only have one person with you, and she's a hunter, or a ranger rather, so she'll be giving you a little hand with her bow. In between each of the phases, you're going to want to take that time to heal up, use anything that you possibly can to get your life back up. Here you just have to survive the first onslaught. I am in the form of the cat on my druid. And that guy in the background, you basically chase him down the entire time as he cackles at you while you fight off his minions. Not incredibly hard, like I said, it takes about 25 to 30 minutes depending on your eye level and ability to use your character and burn through these guys real quick. Watch out for any AoE that those guys do, because they have fire they do almost constantly. Now we're moving on to the next part. Like I said, definitely take this time to eat up, drink up, get your mana and your health back, because once you get into the next fighting stage, you will not be able to stop until you either die or you defeat the next named boss. Here what we're going to do is I'm just going to try and help clean up a little bit of these extra mobs that follow us over. The red circles on the ground, watch out for those. They're hurling spears, and if you get hit with them, they do a decent amount of damage. Throughout this entire solo instance, I'm constantly using my cooldowns to keep myself alive. At the end, you'll see it wasn't just enough, because I was trying to read a tooltip on something, so I ended up dying, but it's not all for naught. I tend to try and keep her free of having to shoot people around her, because I feel as though she's doing a little bit more damage when she's attacking when I'm attacking. But basically what you need to do is you need to break down that barrier. There's 3 barriers at the top of the stairs. They fall pretty quickly once you can get to them. I let her take care of those 2 guys, and I just run up there and start bashing away at these barriers. As you can see, they do fall pretty quickly, so burn through those, and then you need to kill all the guys in the area before the next phase will start. Alright, and you can see just burning through these barriers and getting rid of these guys, and then we'll move on to the next area. The guys we pulled in from the forest tend to be a little bit stronger. Here I go back and I help her out with killing this guy so she can move up to the actual stairs with me. And like I said, watch out for those spears, because if they hit you continuously, they can do some damage. So finish off these guys, walk up the stairs, and we'll start the next section where it's we're gonna move into a boss fight of sorts. like I said, that guy, he's taunting us the entire time we are running through this area right here. And here's the next guy we have to defeat. Basically, pretty simple mechanics. He has right there, he'll do a little rush. You want to watch out for that. It can clip you. You can see it coming before it hits. And then right there, his little targeted. He'll stomp. As long as you're not in the circle, you won't get caught. I was having a little latency issue, and I was getting caught even though I was completely out of it from what I could tell. But that little guy spawned. The extra guy spawned. I ended up leaving him alone for the most part. Watch out for his charges, and that's when he charged off the screen there. I was like, well, I'm going to help her get rid of him so that she can help me with focusing on the one guy. So every time he ran off the screen, I went back and I helped beat up that other guy. Watch out for his stomps, like I said, and his charges. For the most part, just burn him down real quick. Not too difficult. If you're ranged, this should be a very easy fight, especially if you're like a frost mage or something. But like I said, watch out for that AoE attack that happens constantly throughout this entire solo instance. Finish him off, and then we'll head off to the next area. See, you're gonna want to take this time after he dies to eat up and mana up, because do some damage. You see, I'm pretty low. Moving on to almost the final area here. We just got to make it across this bridge. So you got to take out these two guardsmen. With her help, you can burn them down pretty quickly. More of that AoE. And then once we kill them both off, we're going to move across the bridge. Now we're going to fight a Beastmaster here, and our Beast Caller, and he's kind of deceiving because he has three little raptors. Once you pounce on him, you'll see what he does. A ton of raptors come. Now these guys, they didn't really do too much damage to me, so I took him down and then just did some AoE attacks to get rid of the little guys. They really didn't do that much damage at all. My little helper there, the Ranger, she runs off to the last and final area. And as you can see, that shield that keeps flashing on the camera is what we're trying to get rid of so that the Sun Reavers can move into this area. I'm going to finish them off, loot them up, and I head on to the next area. Now, the guy that we've been chasing around the entire time is here, and he has a little pet mask that he has with him. He does a couple of things that are pretty annoying. Well, we only need to kill the one guy, but then the mask will actually go away. But you're gonna have to watch out for a couple of things he does. That little shield right there, while he's inside of it or while you're inside of it, you will take 75% reduction in damage. Right here, he's doing a silence, so if you're a caster, you're going to want to jump into the shield. The shield will prevent you from being silent. It'll remove the silence debuff from you, and you can move back out, and you'll be fine. You always want to move him out of the shield so that you can do your full damage to him. And watch out for the shields, or the masks, eyes of doom. Now, the guy you're fighting, the last guy, he will do a somewhat of a charge, but it's more of like you'll see the ground ripple up. You're going to want to watch out for that. It's easy to move out of the way of. There's some more of that AoE. And I'm taking massive damage because while the mask is doing his little silencing thing, it's hurting me while I'm outside of the shield. So as soon as that starts, jump in the shield. My helper there kept on throwing her net on the guy I'm trying to kill and netting him inside of the bubble. So damage was not being done when it needed to. Pull him out of the bubble, burn him down. Now you'll see in here, I end up dying. I run back from a graveyard, and I don't have to start the boss fight over. He sits there and just basically attacks the Sun Reaver that's with me, and when I get back, his life is still where it was when I died. So I only died once. I don't know if this will happen if you die multiple times, but at least dying once, you can come back and you don't have to start all over. Avoid his targeted attacks as well as the eyes of flame from the mask, and you're just gonna burn him down. He gets a little bit stronger here, he gets a little bit buff, he's doing a little bit more damage, but none of his mechanics really change. Right here I'm trying to pull him back towards the Sun Reaver that's with me so that she can hit him with her arrows and actually help me instead of just watching me. And coming up here, I'm trying to see what the debuff is on the bubble, and I end up not really paying attention, and I die. And I got caught with that. And you can see right here, I pop back, and he still got the same amount of life. So I went a little too far. I wasn't able to eat and heal up properly, so I have to kind of jump in with half life and hope my cooldowns are ready. You definitely want to let your cooldowns get refreshed before you jump back in. But nothing too complicated here. Like I said, watch out for the silence, watch out for his targeted attacks, and get him out of the bubbles. While the silence is happening, jump in the bubble to remove that. Then you should be good. Once you end up finishing him off, this will be the area that the new quest hub is in, and the first daily you'll see will give you the option to start doing PvP or PvE dailies. So if you're a PvPer, then you'll get honor and the likes. The quest will revolve around more of killing guards, not necessarily killing other players. But and then if you're PvE, you'll get your Valor and your Rep. Obviously Rep with both sets, but more oriented towards your chosen set. And you can see I finish him there. The mask falls to the ground. Everybody comes in from these portals that apparently they couldn't put there before because of the shield. And once this is all, they do the little speech, you'll be able to turn in the quest, and you finish your solo instance that gets you onto stage 2 of the Isle of Thunder. Hopefully this was helpful for you. And if it was, give me a like, give me a subscribe. If I missed anything, put it in the comments. I can edit the video. If you'd like a real-time version of this, let me know. I can post that up as well. Here you can see I'm turning it in, getting an achievement for that, and then I go and I check this one daily that I see. Gives me the option to choose PvE or PvP oriented dailies. Like always, I am Dave from the Kodo. Good luck and have fun.